by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Vick. And this is incomplete. Shannon Sharp, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Vick on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at the 37. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second down, Vick. He's going to let this go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, 14 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And an alley to run. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they'll run it here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The try to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. He can't get him down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Vick. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Still plenty of time, but they're going to go hurry up anyways. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And touchdown! Ricky Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep, and it's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Vic now. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, pick again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw coming for Vick. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. It'll be Vick once more. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Randall getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a pitch out to Williams. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long for Vick. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Lorenzo Neal, 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin. Oh, that brought back bad memories. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Vick on second down. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, let's go!
Vick to throw it. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Hunter Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Vick operating on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So here's Vick following the interception. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Drops it underneath to Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Vick on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt. That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A second down throw for Vick. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vick will look to throw on first down. And the catch made by Hilton. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they...
Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Vick. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now here's Vic. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the major league.